Welcome to the greatest sport on earth, says Diesel. And I think that's the perfect introduction as we launch into Game 3. The under-17 boys here at the Pacific Cup here on the Sunshine Coast. My name's Chris. It's a pleasure being in your company, and welcome to everyone who's jumping in on the chat. Feel free to give us a shout out to where you're from, what you love about the game, who you're following, and just some general conversation about footy as Diesel from LA has kindly given to us over the journey of the broadcast. My name's Chris. It's awesome to be in your company. It's nearly 2 p.m. local time for the third of 5 games here on Friday here on the Pacific Cup. In Diesel's case, it's Thursday evening, I think, heading into sort of around 7 o'clock for your Ds. But yeah, this is going to be a great game. Tonga and Nauru. Tonga showed a lot of promise in the previous game against PNG. They kicked the opening goal of the game. At one stage they led 18-7 before PNG stormed over the top of them with the last 4 goals of the game to come away victorious. But it is a big blockbuster here. Nauru only played a half of footy yesterday in the Storms, and my goodness gracious, didn't they show some wonderful talent and poise? As Red Grundler, who was one of those players, sends the ball up towards Wise. Wise takes a bounce. He kicked a goal yesterday. Could he open up this game with another one of his own? Up towards the top of the goal square. Here's a chance for Rega. He also kicked a goal. Left foot, check side. Misses to the near side. Well, they are running hot already here, Nauru. Exciting stuff made by some of the big guns. They're getting on the scoreboard early. Reggae in good form. What can Tonga do to at least make a genuine fight of this one? They've got so much potential to win. And facing up against the Nauru side, who were in good form yesterday. Left foot kick on the outside of the boot. Didn't go the 15, did it? The umpire said yes, it did. And Chicana Digario will have a shot on goal. Kicked a couple yesterday against South Africa. And here comes Diesel. Brian, a.k.a. Diesel, rucking full forward for the LA Dragons, watching from Southern California, coming out with big energy as Nauru. They've kicked the first. Have they? No? Yes, they have. They've got the dream start. Check out the replay. This great kick. Fantastic start. Just 90 seconds into this one. It is hot to go. They've really, really impressed Nauru. They've only played 28 minutes of footy so far in this Pacific Cup, and they've done a wonderful job already. And at Diesel, it's 8 p.m. on Thursday night for him. I tell you what, on a Thursday, kicking back and watching some footy all around the country, I think that's magnificent. Just like that punch there from Tonga's captain in Samisoni Feliha. Ball at centre half back for Nauru. Tonga, they've got a chance here. Great tackle, came in from the side, Wimbledon. And he's awarded. Nauru has been awarded, coached by Pana Bergaga. As a mark has been taken here by Kelis Simasi. And just found out some more news from Tonga, who missed their flight yesterday. They actually got in to Australia at 2 p.m. this morning, and they don't have their luggage. There we go, right foot kick, skews off the side of the boot. Mark has been taken here by Red Grundler. So yeah, poor Tonga. They didn't have their luggage, so they borrowed the jumpers of the Brisbane Lions Academy, and they've also borrowed the boots from the Fijian under-17 boys. That is extraordinary. As far as we know at present, they do not have any of their gear, any of their luggage, Tonga. And yet they've showed up to play footy. So next time, what's your excuse if you forget your footy boots at home? They're probably in their own country. A right foot kick on goal. They've got another one. No. Chicana on the burst again. He is electric. 3.5 minutes gone here in the first term. And it's Nauru, 1-2-8. The Tonga yet to score. Yes, Diesel, a fair income. That is for them to be here today, Tonga, the boys and the girls. It's just remarkable, and they've got so much talent. Getting in at 2 o'clock this morning here, Queensland time. Well, big hit. Umpire didn't pay the mark. Maybe it ricocheted off a defender. There's Nauru. That was stripped out, knocked off by Riv Bagaga. Kick up towards half back. Here for Nauru, with the aid of a shepherd. Arches his back nicely. Right foot kick up towards high half for Nauru with the numbers. Spinning around. Couldn't get around the great man there in Solomon Malafeo. And we'll see a holding the ball decision. Go to the captain here, Samisoni Filiar. At Tonga, we've got some big bodies. Got some big kicks in them. Even if it's not their boots. Couldn't quite find we've been informed their luggage will They will get that today, but they'll be running around in their own gear on Sunday. So there you go. So thanks, Diesel, for all your feedback there. They will get their luggage today. They just don't have it at the game today. There'll be a slight delay. So a free kick will go to Tonga. Simply mesmerising to be able to have Tonga here today with all that's gone on over the past 24 hours. Kick up towards the middle of the ground. Through the outstretched arms there of Ferrari, who definitely, he moves like one. Roman with a right foot kick. Up towards high half forward, turns the ball over. And Semisoni, the captain for Tonga, marks. They're just bombing the ball long, Tonga. It's kick to kick between the half-backs, Andri and Notti. Finds Ferrari. To Red Grunler. Red Grunler penetrates the ball inside the forward 50. You can see the wind sort of take that. Spins around. You could just about kick this with a snap around the body. It's holding its line. It's going home. It's worthy of a replay or 10. Or is it? It's a point. Not quite there from Umanga. They've had their chances, Nauru. They've definitely had their chances. And just see with Tonga's game plan. I want them to play some possession football. Just chip the ball around and hit some targets. They're quick to go, Nauru. Handball over the top. Looking for Ferrari again. Right foot kick. Back inside the forward 50 for Nauru. Bounces off the chest there of Shikana. Ball hits the deck. 40 metres out from goal. Good tackle again, and holding the ball, yet Diesel says, oh, I've been a spot of bother given the fact that I wear a size 16 boot. I hear you, my friend. I don't know if they've got big enough tyres for you, mate. Maybe a big B double, big truck tyres for you being the Diesel. Diesel train, perhaps. Got a free kick to Tonga, cross half, centre half back. Couldn't quite find his teammate. Just slipping over the back, looked out for Solomone. And here they come again. Riv Beggar, that is a beautiful tackle holding the ball. The captain stepping up here, Samasoni, for Tonga. He sort of drifted out of the game a little bit in the big game earlier on today. Just got a hand onto that attempt to launch into the sky. That's why the umpire called play on. Strong mark taken here by Wise. Wise right foot kick inside the forward 50. Look at Vishikana just over the top of his head. Did it kiss the chalk? Not quite sure from my angle, so we will see a boundary throw in. Just some repair works happening with the jumper in the foreground there for Tonga. So my name's Chris. It's great to be with you. We've got a fair few on the stream at the moment. Feel free to jump on the chat, say good day, tell us who you're supporting, show some support for the boys. We'll give you a shout out. Reggae, handball's over the top, right foot kick on its way there from Umanga. And that's another minor score for him and Nauru, the Stars. They are playing like them at the moment. 10 points the margin. Their last 3 shots on goal have all been misses. It's just been the talent that they've got at the moment. They've kicked 4 points, all from general play. They're just quick to get the game going. And Tonga, they've got one game plan at the moment, and that's to go straight up the corridor. They've got the big kicks to do it, but I want to see them play more possession football. Squeeze in the kick out. Plenty of stars there for Nauru. Ferrari, handball away, under immense pressure there from the Thunder defence. Paddled out, trying to squeeze it out there was Roman. He's wrapped up straight away. Body's hitting the floor all over the place. And a free kick in the back. And I think that's going to go to Riv Begurga. So Riv, right foot kick, lowers the eyes, penetrates the ball back inside the forward 50. Capitano Jr. puts a fair bit of pressure on there for Nauru. Here's another opportunity here for Reggae. Sidesteps a couple. Handball's back in board. Is it third time a charm? Not needed in this case here. Right foot kick up towards the top of the square. Shikana could let it go through. Instead, he does it himself. Great team goal there, Nauru. Let's have a look on the replay. You can see here, Reggae. All the big names from Nauru coming in. Aro for his first disposal. Finds Shikana at the top of the square, and he kicks his second goal. To go with his 2 yesterday, so he's now kicked 4 in this competition. And the competition for Nauru is it's just been 36 minutes of play, so he's kicked 4 goals in 36 minutes. Getting a chance to see some of the great standouts in the Pacific Cup over the last couple of games. One of the players that loved from PNG, we had Alan Savara in the number 2 Guernsey. If you do get a chance to join me on the coverage of a PNG game, please do. Seriously, do yourself a favour. Number 2 for PNG, Alan Savara from Port Moresby. 16-year-old is box office. And you look at Chicana De Guiaro, the 17-year-old, and look, I'm not going to lie, I was a big fan of Chicana already. I've just seen his birth date, 7th of January. My friend, you and I share the same birth date. You're a good man. Here's to all the Jan 7ers out there. Love your work. Here's Tonga with a big booming kick up towards centre half forward. Holds up in the breeze. Slips out the back. Tonga, did he get boot to ball? No, he didn't. Holding the ball. Free kick to Nauru across half back. We've just got over a minute remaining here in the first term of Pacific Cup. Pleasure being in your company. Ricochets off the head there of James Tafua. Here is Red Grundler again. He only has 1 gear, Red, and that is top gear. Here's Ferrari. He is another one built of that same ilk. Just keeps going and going. Here comes Tahazen, working hard there for Nauru. Paddled off the ground. Picked up here for his first disposal day. It's Denon Cape. Handball back in board. Back to Red. Grundler again. He can put the ball up towards high half forward, and that he does in front of us here on the commentary wing. Over the head there of the intended target there in Amunga. Paddled inside the field of players. Ororo needs some support. And some strong defensive work there from Tonga. And I think we agree that Tonga's defence is strong, but the problem for their defenders at the moment is that they've been getting so many opportunities to defend. And given the high octane energy required to defend at the level they've had, it makes it hard to plug all the leaks coming out of their wall. Left little tap there from Aju. Aju, the left footer, skews off the side of his boot, out of bounds, on the full. And it's in the drink. And we'll see a free kick out of bounds on the full. But it is quarter time here at Maroochydore. My name's Chris. It's awesome being in your company. 2 goals on the board for Nauru, and they both go to the great man, Chicana De Guiaro, the Jan 7 boy, the 17-year-old. My name's Chris. Join us on the other side of this break. Look forward to your company then. Welcome back to the AFL's coverage of the 2024 Pacific Cup here on the Sunshine Coast. My name's Chris. It is a genuine pleasure and a privilege being in your company today. Got Martin Severa. Hi Chris, good afternoon to you. Watching from PNG, thanks for giving us the opportunity to watch our kids play. Go PNG. Martin, thanks for giving us the opportunity to see such a wonderful group of kids in action from your country, giving us the platform to see the talent and the growth of AFL in your country. I had the privilege of calling every level of every competition available to me in the AFL from top to bottom, and there's just something special about seeing two countries going toe-to-toe, particularly at junior level, enjoying the game of AFL football. I come from Victoria originally, which is the AFL heartland. I've moved to Queensland, and I love the game of AFL in Queensland more than I love it in Vic, because I get inspired by the genuine love of the game that people have maybe very limited exposure but fall in love with it in such a big way. So the love of the game from those who generally wouldn't get that opportunity to. Whereas in Victoria, the heartland of AFL, you grow up and you almost get a share and put in your hand, so to speak. It's everywhere you go. The first question is, other than what your name is, which AFL team do you go for? Whereas in Queensland, you've got rugby and all these other sports. So for me, as someone who has watched and called every level available to me, to see something like this today, I just can't get enough of it. So I'm a fan with the headset on, calling this game, and the boys in action. I just love it. It's as Tonga push forward, their first genuine forward opportunity for the first time today. Socket off the ground by Andrian, who was unceremoniously dumped off the ball by the bigger bodied of the Thunder. Definitely felt the Thunder in that instance, as Red Grunder, perhaps his only mistake that he's made today, and even yesterday as well in the 2 quarters that they've played. So thanks, Martin, for jumping on board. PNG obviously aren't playing in this game, but to have Martin jump on the stream and follow this competition, that's exciting stuff. That's what I love. It's something you truly appreciate. Boundary throw in here. It'll fall short, and that'll be a free kick to Nauru. And because unless it depends what the field umpire is going to adjudicate, the field umpire is going to get the boundary umpire to do it again. So if the umpire had allowed continuation of that play, you're essentially not allowed to have an extra man up in the ruck. Essentially, that would have been a 50-metre penalty to Nauru. But in this case here, just had a restart, and I think that's probably the fair option. Great work there from Rev Bergerga. Pumping the ball up towards the middle of the ground. Strong-chested mark. They've got a player out on the corner of his eye, who's run and covered a lot of ground. I think it was Ferrari. Here comes Red Grundler again, who's been absolutely outstanding. Takes on his opposite number 11. They've got a chance here for their third. Off hands, 20 metres out from goal. Big hit there from the Tongans. But Amandus didn't back down from that as a kick is squeezed off the side of the boot there from Amunga. We'll see minor score. That is his third behind of the day, Amunga. 3 behinds, all from general play. Well, they have the cliche, don't they? Third time's a charm. It's not forthcoming in this instance, is it? Kick up towards centre half back. Tonga just need to settle. They needed to hit those targets. As Nauru run with plenty of numbers. They've just got a little bit of leg speed. Tonga have the bigger upper body strength. Yeah, count how many, Troy says, count how many steps Red took there. Probably 30 steps Fred Flintstone style. Did he take 30 steps and only went 5 metres? Free kick to Tonga. It was a beautiful tackle that resulted in a holding the ball. Thanks for watching, Troy. Appreciate your company. Big thumping kick up towards centre half forward. The wind has taken that and pushed it out towards the boundary. The wind is blowing in our face in the commentary box. You can feel it up here. It's quite warm today. Earlier on today, we felt like 30 degrees. Give you a bit more of an idea on what the weather might be doing across today, and particularly after what happened yesterday. So it currently feels like 29 degrees, humidity 72%. So I would suspect there'll be a few players out there be feeling very comfortable with how these conditions are going. And thanks Martin for your comment there. Thank you, Chris. Yes, bags of talent in the Pacific, cheering on the Thunders today. Yeah, I agree. I think we look at the potential that Nauru have gotten, and Tonga, a Thunder, not traditionally an AFL country. It's wonderful to see these Pacific Islanders. Many of them have probably grown up playing rugby. I think we're going to see that thrown in again. Yes, we will. Many of them growing up playing rugby and turning to AFL. I agree. Moving to a non-AFL state and seeing younger players who have decided to not play rugby and elect to play AFL after a period of time. It's going to take some time to develop. You get that sort of underdog feel about it, don't you? Ball slips out the back now, down the corridor for Nauru as they pump the ball along. Yeah, no, you're right, Diesel. Tonga dominated by rugby. So what we're seeing at the moment, you can see the strength is naturally evident for a lot of these guys. Big hit. Speaking of big hits, that's a rugby-style hit, but it frees up Reggae. Reggae pumps the ball along inside the forward 50. They've got the extra number, but Shakana just off its step. He almost came to a stop. Up towards the top of the square. They can raffle it now, Nauru. Play on. Right foot kick around the body. Misses. Wow. 5 minutes gone here in this term. And that you just saw how quickly Nauru have been able to transition the ball from one end of the ground to the other. And I like that confidence there from Shikana. Working the Lions. Kicked the only 2 goals today. It's going to have just got a momentary stop in play. So Diesel says here, a little funny fact about when I tell people here in America that I play Aussie rules, the immediate response is, oh, rugby. As we've got a player that's been treated in the middle of the ground. I'm not sure. So we don't have access to the replays here, but I'm not sure if that was the player that was taken down, maybe by James Tufua. So we really hope it's nothing more than just badly winded, and that he can get back to his feet, no further damage. So we will have a momentary stop in play. So generally what happens, particularly at local level, is there's a little bit going on here. A little bit of unnecessary words taking place. Yeah, we don't need to see this sort of poor sportsmanship. You can see the umpires are rightfully telling the teams to separate. So what happens essentially in the AFL? We see a player go down. It looks like they're going to be down for a couple of moments, a couple of minutes. They've been treated. It's coming off the ground. Looks like it's winded. But what you would generally see is both teams getting their own huddles and it'll fire up one or the other. So it is a Nauru play. Just looking from my vantage point here on the commentary wing, next to our superstar on the camera. This looks like it's a little bit winded or a little bit proppy as well on that right knee. It was a big, big hit. So we resume proceedings here. So I want to see Tonga bring it out towards the commentary. Don't necessarily go through the corridor because Nauru set themselves up at the corridor. Mark dropped there by Chris Patolo. Bell back inside the forward 50. Shikana again. He's invincible. He's kicked 2 goals already today. And I know in the girls' game, I think it was Nauru and Fiji, one of the stars kicked 3. Shikana's got 3, and it's not even half time. Let's have a look at the replay of that. So margin 24 points, 36-24 to Tonga, yet to score. We appreciate your company wherever you may be watching today. 8.5 minutes gone here in this final term. Now Tonga, it's their chance to reset. And we saw the impact that the Tonga, from a kick in, they go straight up the corridor. They need to diversify their plans. They maybe need to come out towards half back, go out towards the pockets, try and draw, try and create that one-on-one contest, because often they're kicking to 1-on-3. Here's a chance on the reset. Just got the handball away in the nick of time. Out to Massey. Here's a chance for Tonga. Put the head down, forfeit his prior opportunity. Holding the ball. And they'll take the advantage here. Ferrari. Rock and rolls now to Chuck Bop. Up towards the corridor. Love that name, Chuck. Finds his teammate now in Adu Diago. Inside the forward 50 and circling with Shikana. He freed up some space for Amundus Bop to take the mark. So should this kick fall short, doesn't matter. Finds his teammate on the burst. He's kicked 3 points already today, Amunga. Right foot kick. Now straight up the corridor again. It's going to be a dangerous kick because, again, they've got players just peeling off the back of the contest, Nauru. Left foot kick. Inside the forward 50 and marks taken. Brege Degiago. But it was given away a free kick. Tonga needs to come out to this commentary side. Likes to go. That's better. That is better. It might not have hit the target necessarily, but they need to avoid going down the corridor because they've got players parked there for days. Fortunately, it's turned over, and this is me getting frustrated as a fan because I know the potential that Tonga have got in their lineup. Ali linking well. Ali bursts the pack, shrugs the hips, and pumps the ball up towards centre half forward. Off hands there from the Tongan defence. Good tackle laid there on Wise. Umpire calls play on. They've got Shikana up towards the top of the square if he's needed. He's not needed. Right foot check side. Shikana, look for him to fly. He's waiting. Drops the mark. That's his first mistake of the day. Right foot kick around the body. That's the idea. Goes towards the top of the square. As we see Ferrari cramping behind us. And meanwhile, they're going to have another shot on goal here. Nauru. Left foot kick on its way. Misses. Goes off the boot there of Aju Digiago. 11 minutes gone. 25 points the margin. See Ferrari still cramping. Tonga are a lot better side than what they're displaying at the moment. Need to bring it out here towards the commentary side. This is their chance. Looking for James Tafua. Couldn't quite take the mark. Nauru will go back inside the forward 50. Chuck Bop lowers the eyes, finds a target. He's got Shikana screaming for it at the top of the square. That's why he's got his boots on and he finds him. No, he drops another mark. He's got leather poisoning. And Sharon's had enough. Just needs to share it around. Here's Shikana again. I want to see him kick another one. He's just showing such creative dash. And that mark is taken by Capitano Jr. Plays on and ricochets off the defence. And that's a point right on the siren. And it is half-time here at Maroochydore. My name's Chris. Again, it is a privilege being in your company. Shout out to Troy, Diesel and Martin for joining us here on the call. Make sure you leave any comments across the day. We'd love to hear from you. Only goal scorer of the day is Shikana Degiaro. He's born in Jan 7, so he's one of my boys. See you on the other side of this break. Hello and good afternoon. Welcome back here to Maroochydore. It is Nauru leading this one with great confidence. 3-8-26 to Tonga, yet to score. Previous games today saw Fiji 3-8-26 defeating South Africa 2-2-14. PNG 5-5-35 stormed away to defeat Tonga 3 straight 18. My name's Chris. It is a privilege being in your company. And notice in the halftime break, we've got some wonderful stars. I'll get back to some of those comments as we launch into this second half with Tonga possession, the ball in hand up towards high half forward. Inside the forward 50 now. They must convert here, Tonga on the burst. Good tackle laid. And we'll see a ball up. Great to see US AFL media manager Brian Barish joining us here on the coverage today. And Martin Severa saying, hopefully we bring back the International Cup. It's great for the AFL code, or good for the AFL code. I agree. I'd like to see that come back in the next few years, and what it does for the countries and bringing them to Australia would be absolutely wonderful. There's Nauru. Goes back inside the forward 50 to Hazen. Sock it off the ground out of midair from Capitano Jr. minus score. So it extends it to a 27-point lead. Opening minute of this one. Lots of great conversation. G'day, Brian. Always awesome to be in your company. As Nauru, 15 metres out from goal, spins around, left foot checks side, hug to the near side. Reggae with the fancy footwork. Minus score, 28 points the margin. G'day, Brian. Yeah, Daniel Viles. He's over the other side of the Maroochydore here. He's the voice of women's footy here in Queensland. FYI, as Red Grundler has a shot on goal and he misses. In fact, it goes out of bounds on the full. So Daniel Viles pioneered some of our AFLW coverage this year, and also the QAFLW as well. He was the chief caller. His passion for the growth of female football across the world is as great a passion as you'll ever see, and it translates into this competition as a strong mark has been taken here by Umanga, and he's got his teammates patting him on the back. They've said to him, mate, you have missed 3 times. Surely you can kick a goal. He sells some candy on the mark. Umanga sprints into goal, and that's how you get it done. Let's have a look at that on the replay. Show off. Oh. Are you not entertained? Surely. I don't feel for Tonga. There's no doubt about that at all. But the thing about our great sport is you can't help but be entertained. Now Tonga, they're back in the centre. They've got a chance to reset. They put 3 goals on the board. They led their first game 18. They led PNG 18-7 at one point. And here's their chance. Right foot kick inside the forward 50. Will the bounce suit the intended target? Good tackle. The desperation is fantastic. No Daniel Viles. We will, we'll call the game, and we share the wealth and the love all around the country. As Solomone, who kicked a goal for Tonga in the first game, the wind has dragged that from left to right, out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Tonga. To Nauru. So strong mark taken here by Aru, who's been doing some handiwork at half back. takes the game on. Had the aid of a couple of shepherds in the foreground. Up towards high half forward, just sticking the boot out of there was Semco Manasela. And we'll see a boundary throw in on the outer side. Oh, loving the old banter here. We got Diesel, we got Brian, we got Troy. We've got lots of people jumping in online watching this tremendous game, and because that is a boundary throw-in, we'll see a chance for Nauru in their attacking zone. Big shout out to Brian Barish, the US AFL media manager. Full respect to the media managers. One of the best jobs in the world in the AFL space. Hey, what men in the women's competition over in the States, almost better in Australia as a collective. As the ball goes out of bounds on the full. But yeah, it was mentioned earlier in the coverage, Brian, in one of the early games today when Diesel was telling us about his journeys in LA and playing in Seattle. At the women's competition, the national women's competition started in 1999, about 15 years before the AFLW here, which is our national women's competition. So the USA, they got there first. Right foot kick inside the forward 50 there from Red Grunlow. It hangs up in the air. And they'll have a chance to kick another one. This is Reggae, who kicked the opening score of the game, albeit that it was a point. So Reggae from the Blues, the 17-year-old, 6 weeks ago celebrated a birthday. So this is an important kick for him and the team. It's coming back with the wind. It came back too much, minus score. That's his third behind of the day. 6.5 minutes gone here in the third term. My name's Chris. A privilege and a pleasure being in your company as Tonga straight up the corridor. Out to a 4-on-1, but the one wins. That's fantastic. That's positive news here for the Thunder. We can feel the Thunder up here in the comm box as they're looking to mount that pressure and bottle it in. The captain lays a great tackle. Not rewarded. It was strong there from Samasoni. Some good shepherd here from Nauru. And that's a dangerous kick, but they've been able to do that really well today, Nauru. Just switch the play, concede ground if they have to. This is possession football. That passage of play is what we need to see from Tonga. This is perfect. Chicana will pull the trigger. 48 metres out from goal. Has a teammate or two. And it lands straight in the breadbasket of Tonga, who's bringing the heat. A bit of lip service against Reggae on the mark. Would have loved to see Chicana take a shot on goal there. He's got the ability. And, well, that turnover there to Red Grunlow from the Panzers. The 16-year-old. They've still got a loose forward there in Liddell. And Liddell, wow. Chicana will go back and have a shot at goal number 4. He's kicked 3 goals in this game, and they do not look like stopping. Chicana, right foot kick. It's coming. It's coming. Got it. He's got 4. Let's have a look on the replay. He utilised the breeze to perfection. 8 minutes gone here in this term. Chicana's got 4. And, well, I have to be optimistic here for Tonga because they've got such tremendous ability in their team. But what we saw in the lead up to that passage of play, it was Nauru who was prepared to concede ground 20 metres in the opposite direction. And this is an interesting question from Brian. Thanks for joining us, Brian. I posed this in the women's game. I wonder, I'll actually get back to your question shortly because Nauru is sprinting through the middle, through Red Grunlow over the top. And that is Chicana. Is that a Chicana again? No, it's not. It's Reggae. Brian posed a question. I wonder how many of these Nauru players have played on grass before. Usually they play on crushed limestone back home. Yeah, that's a really, really good question. Might explain why they're so quick on this hard surface. Reggae got close to the player on the mark. It'll fall short. That is a push in the back. Free kick, advantage, goal. That's home. That is home. And Platinum has kicked his first goal of the tournament. Let's see there on the replay. It fell short, just given the old-fashioned shove. He was in the right spot, right foot goal. Right spot, right time. Unfortunately for Tonga, it is all sort of falling a little bit away for them. But yet, Troy, the breeze is something I reckon they see plenty of in Nauru, and that's true. And we see that on a ground that we are Maroochydore. It is blowing towards us on the commentary side of the ground. It's Ferrari. Arches the back. Finds a target. The umpire had paid the mark, so that's not going anywhere anytime soon. He has to run around the mark, and he does. Left foot kick inside the forward 50. Mark dropped there by Liddell. Here's Shikana. Shikana. No, he's not, is he? He's missed. Well, he's got 4. And I do get excited. I do get excited when somebody kicks 5 goals. There is an old saying that if he does happen to get it, I've never thought I would get the opportunity in an international game. But it's Nauru sprinting away at the moment, unfortunately for Tonga, with 3-4 in this quarter, and it's going to go straight back in to Red Grundler. And Red Grundler, the breeze is definitely picking up here. He's a thumping kick of the footy, but he needs to aim for that right-hand goalpost, and it'll curl back here at Neil Upton Oval. And he's got to run up. He's almost in the car park. We'll check the radar. Lower the eyes. There's that Rego again. Right in the shadows of three-quarter time. And just had a look at the radar. And fortunately, Troy, no storms coming. So Riv Baguga will have a shot on goal. So we are excited to announce that there is no storm activity in sight. So Riv, the shadows of three-quarter time. Right foot kick on its way. It's coming home. That's a goal. Nauru have got another one. Let's have a look at that as we head into three-quarter time. By Riv Baguga. You can see it coming home. And they're out to a 54-point lead. My name's Chris. It's a pleasure being your company. We're back on the other side of this break. Hello and welcome back here to Maroochydore here on the Sunshine Coast. Nauru lead this one 7-12-54 to Tonga yet to score. And look, for those who are joining us here on the coverage for the first time today, we've definitely got to spare a thought for Tonga. They have had the worst preparation for a championship event than anything I've ever come across in my entire life in the world of sport. Tonga had some flight issues yesterday. They were supposed to fly in yesterday. That was prior to the thunderstorms that we saw in the area. They landed in Queensland at 2 a.m. this morning. So they landed in Queensland almost 13 hours ago. They don't have their luggage didn't come with them. So they don't have their jumpers. They don't have their boots. And a lot of them would be playing back-to-back, or they essentially play back-to-back games off very limited sleep. So, really feel for Tonga today. We've seen glimpses of talent. They came out in their first game earlier on today against PNG. They kicked 3 of the first 4 goals, and they looked incredible. And it was sort of seemed to be that the troubles that had concerned them weren't really there. And Nauru, well, we saw glimpses of it yesterday, didn't we? When they played South Africa, we had the game called off just as we were getting ready to have the opening bounce of the third quarter, and they had dominated South Africa. And I look at the scores at the moment and seeing what Nauru have been able to produce. I see what the scores are now, 54 to 0. It wouldn't surprise me from what I've seen already that Nauru go on and win this whole thing. So, Nauru will, they're the champs at the moment. This they could face anyone and they'd be putting on this sort of scoreline. Diesel has the luggage still not arrived. I'm not too sure. As far as my knowledge is, the luggage may be there when they get back to the accommodation. So they're getting their 2 allocated games. One from yesterday that couldn't take place, obviously because they couldn't play. And then they've got another game coming. Sorry, this is their second game. So their luggage may still be available. Well, it may be available by the time they get back to the accommodation. So yeah, in terms of footy, they've had to borrow their shorts, the Brisbane Lions Academy jumpers, some footy boots. So a lot of them. I know Diesel, you run around in the big size 16 clog hoppers. So imagine a few of the Tonga boys you can see there on your screens wherever you may be watching. I can't imagine that be too many players with boots under the size 10. I think they'll be tough shoe sizes. So they've had an horrendous day, but you know what? They're representing their country, and they're doing so with great pride and gusto. And hopefully, this doesn't deter any of these kids coming back and representing their country in the future. The sport of AFL football delivers so much, and we can see there is a lot of potential in this lineup. And the Thunder are going with a safer option today. Admittedly, through the game plan, the quickest avenue to goal is through the corridor. Nauru have prepared for that, but Nauru are they're the prime team of the competition, as they do. Exactly right, Brian. All they have to do is get through to today. For Tonga, it's a story of resilience as they put the ball inside the forward 50, and Tonga will settle back and take a mark through Luka Lavave. I want to see him just push the ball out towards the boundary line, because that's the thing. If you go up the corridor, you haven't got much safety there, but if the ball comes off hands towards the boundary line, in this case, yeah, they've hit a target, but if it comes off hands and goes out of bounds, we've got a chance to reset, haven't you? But this is what I wanted to see. I've been sort of asking from them across the game. Just play a little bit of possession footy. That's 3 disposals in a row where they've been able to hit targets. That's their best. Should be a free kick off the ball, unfortunately. The Tongan defender wasn't aware that his opponent didn't have the ball. But keeping the ball, I'd love to see the ball on this side of the ground. But where they are at the moment, if they're keeping it over there, Tonga, gives them a chance to play a bit more possession footy. This is what Nauru are doing so well. Nauru, all right, full kick inside the forward 50, slips out the back, 25 metres out from goal. Lovely pick up here from Reggae. Good tackle there from the Tongan defence. Here's another opportunity there from Amanga, and he turns the ball over on the last line of defence through Semko Manasela. Guys, I've loved seeing you guys build relationships on the chat. It's fantastic too. As Wise takes the mark, I'm really enjoying the conversations that you guys are having on the feed. I'm enjoying engaging with you. It's this is what football's all about. We're all in different parts of the world, and we're all joining each other. I know this sounds a little bit over the top, but it's great. This is what football does. AFL brings people together. As Wise lobs it up to the top, looking for, not quite finding Reggae. He's sharking around, paddling the ball in front of him. He goes to ground. The Tongan defence are under siege, but they've got the strength to get out of it. Not quite here as Wise just lowers the eyes, chips the ball up towards the forward pocket. It's going to be a free kick, and it'll go to Reggae. A few high fives. How many points has Reggae kicked? He has kicked 3. The pressure there from Tonga, their intensity cannot be questioned. So he just needs to kick straight through the ball, the left footer. Hangs it out to the left. Big fly! He soared to the heavens and took the mark of the tournament. Simply remarkable. Capitani Jr. kicks a goal straight to the highlights. Unfortunately, we just missed it there. And that was extraordinary. That is the play of the day. Quite comfortably. 3 minutes gone here in this term. Back inside the forward 50. In fact, it was a point. And my apologies there. I've already put it down in the score sheet. Strong tackle laid, almost thrown around like a rag doll. But a little bit overzealous. So my apologies there. Platinum will win the free kick. Platinum Baguga, the 16-year-old. One of the smallest players on the ground. The left footer. Rocks back, that's better. Goal! And that's their 8th here on the Sunshine Coast. So 61 points the margin here at Maroochydore. 8-13-61 Nauru. To Tonga yet to score, 4.5 minutes gone. Yeah, exactly right, Brian. Hanger got higher than Joe Cocker. I pulled a barrage, calling a point a goal. Brian, I am an Essendon supporter, and look, points are more valuable than goals, because I had to sit through Tony Lockett kicking a point after the siren to deny us from winning, or not deny us from getting into the 1996 grand final. It's heartbreaking stuff, mate. I have not recovered from that, and that's nearly 30 years ago. So, yep, a point is as good as a goal sometimes. As a Tonga will pump the ball back inside the forward 50. This is promising for them. Ball paddled out towards the boundary line. Nauru. Plenty of players around this contest. Adu working hard. And here comes Nauru again. Handball over the top. They've got the run. They've got the speed. They've got the class right in front of us here as Adu follows his hard work. Left foot kick goes up towards high half forward. Wise now steps in board. Has a teammate back in board. That's Adu again. Back now to Arrow. It's good offensive work here from Tonga. Just got the handball out in the nick of time. Conceded ground taken too high. Brian says when Peter Holden and I were calling the Transatlantic Cup, we had people in the chat calling us a dodgy nightclub act. So I'm hoping to bring some positivity. That's brilliant, Brian. Ball comes off the knees, and we'll see a boundary throw in. 6 minutes gone here in the final term. Nauru 8-13-61 to Tonga, yet to score. And this is what I love about footy, and Diesel has said that, it's been a lifestyle, 15 years for him, and wish he could dedicate more time to it. We've got Brian here on the chat, who's the USA AFL media manager. I came across Pete Holden while being a media manager for AFL Goldfields around Ballarat region in Victoria. And so that's how I come across Pete, and now under Pete on Daniel Viles and I are calling AFLW with his radio station, Wharf Radio. So there you go. We've got connections. Me being a former media manager in the AFL space, and Brian's got that title in the US AFL, and he's called with Pete, and I've done a lot of work with Pete indirectly, and so it is a small world. Diesel says, beg to differ, you guys did an excellent job at the Transatlantic Cup. Fantastic, Brian. That's magnificent work. Love the relationships here. Back here at Nauru and the Tonga. Up towards commentary wing right in front of us now. Tries to draw the free kick. That was Red Grunlow, who's been one of the players of the tournament for mine. Red Grunlow muscled out of there. Adieu. And this is the thing, Tonga's tackling is intense. Really, really intense. Selsom candied as red. Lowers the eyes. You can see the wind take that. That wasn't our siren. Chicana pulls the trigger. Right foot kick. It'll kiss the chalk and it'll be a boundary throw-in. It sets a little bit of cramp. But I admire the intensity here from Tonga. They have not wavered from their ability to apply great pressure. Chicana's got cramp. Well, he's kicked 6 goals in this tournament. He kicked 2 yesterday, and he's kicked 4 today. So he's had a lot of running to do in nearly 6 quarters of footy. Boundary throw in here. Belted forward there from Tonga. Reggae tries to keep the ball in. Good pressure there from Tonga in the back pocket. Almost got a piggyback ride. Here's another opportunity. Tonga with a right foot kick, hit the belly of the ball, Tahazen, but it goes up the corridor, and that's what you want. That's the hot spot. If you're under pressure, here's a chance. Tonga. Now, Nauru have got a lot of their players in their attacking half of the ground. So this is a really good opportunity there for Tonga, and that was an incidental free kick. Gets off Matua. It's a bit unfortunate. They'll bring it out towards the commentary side now. They look to go up towards the corridor. Off hands there from Wise. Sitting off the back there was Chris Pizzolo. He turns the ball over across half back to Jordan Harris. Finds his teammate on the burst. He's already kicked 1 today. Finds a teammate. Chicana, where is he? Not needed in this case here. The target was good. Sprints into goal. Did he run 50 steps? Sock it off the ground. Ball up towards the top of the square. Tonga. 2 players collide. 3 players collide. There was nothing in it. Umpire rightfully allows it to continue. Tonga have done really well here, although Nauru, right foot check side. Bounces off the chest. A little bit of time, a little bit of poise. Right foot kick. Goes out towards the forward pocket. The captain couldn't quite take the mark there for Tonga. Right foot snap around the body. And he's dobbed it home. Magnificent work. Let's see that on the replay. $67 points the margin. Well, forget Michael Jordan. Jordan Harris is the one that we should be admiring with that clever snap around the body. It's, as we have seen on the replay there, that was the ultimate setup. He was in the right place at the right time and finished off to perfection. How good was that? What I'm liking here at the moment on our chat, we've got Brian, we've got Martin, we've got Diesel, and we've got Troy. I'm going to take a stab, and myself, but we'll take a stab from those guys. 3 different countries engaging as one here on AFL football. And Martin's a PNG boy. So he's enjoying the conversation, enjoying the dialogue, and we've got a couple of USA represented today, and we've got two guys on the feed enjoying the chat. That's what we love. It brings people together from all over the world. Can't get enough of it. That's why I love the game. Here comes Nauru again. They're looking to try and close out this game with another goal. Tonga, they're only 2 kicks away from being in the goal square. They're denied in this instance here. Right foot kick. It'll go inside the forward 50. Conceding ground over the head there of Red Grunler. And we'll see a boundary throw in. Brian says Nauru up to 114 points in 2 games. Yeah, that's correct. Did they concede any points yesterday against South Africa? Just looking it up now. They didn't, so their percentage. The silly thing is they don't have a percentage at the moment. They've got, will we see that one again? The umpire, I guess given the state of the game, it doesn't matter. It was the grand plan all along. Nauru, 9-13-67, defeated Tonga, who have not unfortunately scored. Goal scorers today, we've got Chicana, he's kicked 4. Singles to Jordan Harris. Singles to Platinum Baguga. Another one there, Amunga, has kicked a goal as well. They've just shared the love around. The last goal coming off the boot there of Jordan Harris. Thanks to Brian, Troy, Diesel, Marty, and all the others that have jumped on for the chat. Stick around. We've got another game coming up very shortly. I look forward to being in your company there. We've got 5 games today. We've got 4 more to go. Thanks, Marty. You're an absolute superstar. And hopefully we'll catch you guys in a game shortly. Be back soon.
One.